Question number two: what have I done to build trust with a new team, new stakeholders that didn't really trust me initially? Trust is never given, it is not a CD. Trust is never given with people, trust is earned. Let me give you an example with our team. I I was working with a banking customer of mine, one of the largest bank and insurer in the world. And the teams, in particularly, they were superstars. They were great in what they do individually, but they were not a team. There was no trust. They didn't trust each other. Everybody was competing against one another, and the team became kind of unhealthy team. Leaders also kind of influence that kind of mindset or persona because they would give extra work on the side away from their sprint commitment. And here come this coach, this servant leader say, hey guys, everything we do is great, but let it reflect in Jira. Let it reflect on our tool, our source of truth, which is Jira back then. Then I have to work with the leaders. The leaders they didn't trust, like, we don't want to do agile. What the heck is that? We don't want anything to do with it. I'm just going along because the organization is going along, but they're not going to go along forever. And my team, I'm not going to impede them. I'm going to let them do what they want to do to deliver the value. Good. Guess what I did? This is what I did. I allow the team to just, with their permission, allow me to be in their meetings. What kind of meetings? Status meeting. Every Monday, every Wednesday, every Friday. It lasts for 2 hours, 40 people in there. And also, keep in mind, they call themselves Agile Team. Every Monday, every Wednesday, every Friday. An hour, an hour, an hour and a half, sometimes 2 hours with 40 people. No value. They were committed to 30 story points per sprint. They were only delivering 12. Visibility to the work that each person is working on, it was none. In observing them for the first month, 30 days, I didn't say nothing, I just made notes. And in my notes, after my first 30 days, I met with a leader to just kind of give him, the opportunities that we have. I don't want to call it problem, opportunities that we have and what I think we should do to support it. The first thing I asked him and the team to do, guys, do you guys mind if I facilitate your retrospective? Now, as a facilitator, asking permission, I become more of a servant leader because I don't want to point out their problem. I'm just asking them, can I facilitate solutions that we are not capturing? As a facilitator, with their permission, they say, yes, absolutely. Olatunde, we don't even like doing retrospective. I became the first retrospective agent that they saw. And it was fun. And I also asked them at the end of it, what can we do to make the retrospective more, shorter cadence, like every 2 weeks instead of once a month? They say, if you're going to do it, Olatunde, why don't we just have it every 2 weeks for 1 hour? I said, bet, I'm going to send the invite out. In the retrospective, I was able to say, guys, we have 40 people in the team doing a good job, but can they do a better job? Anybody? Everybody say, yes, we can do a better job. Do we have visibility to the work that each person is doing? No, not really, because, these people here, they are in India, this one is in China, the other one is in Russia. Literal story. So we don't have full visibility, but we know we're not delivering as we should. And I said, guys, can we try something? They said, sure. You guys don't mind, do you? They said, absolutely. Just give us an idea. If we like it, great. If we're not, and the leader was there in the retrospective. And some stakeholders even came. I said, let's split this 40-man team to 4 teams. 4 teams. I will be the scrum master for all of the 4 teams. And then help them in all of their cadence. We don't need to do backlog refinement, sprint planning, sprint review, demo, retro all the time. Let's just do incremental behavioral change. So retrospective, we agreed that we're going to do it every 2 weeks. Backlog refinement, what are some of the outputs of a good backlog refinement? There's a prioritization of the backlog. I can do that. I help them with that. I started a 3 Amigos meeting. Prioritize the backlog, define the backlog, estimate the backlog with the team. Now, there's more predictability. Now, we got, out of 40 people, we got 4 teams now. So each team now is committed to 10 user story points every 2 weeks. Now, they are delivering predictability of user stories that they committed. We started with 10 because we didn't really know what their true velocity were. Then the team also adopted the concept of demo, show and tell. We didn't call it demo, we call it show and tell. Then we engage the stakeholders, we engage legal, we engage sales team, we engage marketing to come to our demo. The team start building confidence. There's predictability, leadership in business. They started trusting leadership in technology, and everybody's now talking. It did not happen overnight. It took 6 months. Progress over perfection is what I sold to the stakeholders. Progress over perfection is what I sold to the leaders. Progress over perfection is what I sold to the team. Progress over perfection was what I sold to the customer. At the end of the day, we won. We won. I lost a lot of sleep this night, but we won. Thank you.